What's up everyone, welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a look at Polygon here, and as you can see, we have had a very decent correction over the past day or so. Essentially yesterday we did see Bitcoin, come down for that final ABC correction that we have been seeing and has been on the cards in September for a long time. Now you can see this ABC correction that has happened for Polygon as well. But we do think in comparison to quite a lot of altcoins, Polygon has actually been holding up quite well. We have actually met some of the targets that we did speak about, and we've actually wicked back up above onto some of the areas that we were talking about at around this 11 cent level. You can see this previous swing low here, where we did actually fall below this for us a little while, but it looks as though we have potentially, we've come down, we've swept the lows like this, and it does look as though if you take a look at the hourly time frame, we could potentially be looking at signs of bottoming out here for Polygon. You can see the momentum to the downside decreasing. We've got bullish divergences all over the place. On our histogram and RSI, you can see our price action coming down, but our RSI coming up. And it looks as though potentially, we've come down, we've swept the lows again in and around this swing low area here. We've come back up into this area, and now you'd probably be expecting a decent bit of a bounce, at least back up to some of these levels at around 120, we would say 125, just to get back into this area here, or at least to retest this area. And we do think, this is probably just a bit of a fake out, shakeout, last shakeout in September before we really do start to kick on in this bull run and get to some of those price targets that everyone's been looking for. Obviously, we've seen fundamental news in the market about Evergrande, a bit of a black swan event that has led the markets down, especially with September being a typically bearish month as well. A lot of people generally think that September is essentially a month where the markets do go down, and we do think that psychological role has also played a part. But you can see quite clearly, if we're looking at our Fibonacci retracements here that we have just drawn in, you can see how much they are being respected here. You can see when we came down here, we draw from high to low, so now we've got our levels intact. We've got resistance flipped into support here at the 0.23. We come up to the 0.38 here. Resistance flipped into support again. We come up, we flip the 0.50 into support here. We consolidate between the 618 and the 0.50 like this. We break to the upside, but we come back down inside of our little range again. We bounce off of our 0.50 yet again, and then we come to the upside. We get to around 180 here, don't we? And then we have that the El Salvador crash, as it were, which potentially set all these things in motion in the market for this ABC correction, you would say. We come all the way back down to the 0.38 here. We wick back above, basically back above our 0.50 here, in and around this area. But we did roll over again, and it looks like we've come down. We've perfectly touched the 0.38, and we've actually touched it this time. And it looks as though we are getting a bounce in and around this area of structure. And we have been saying for months that this area of structure that we basically built up here is going to be a very key area and level, we would say. Because you can see here, really nice amount of structure. We come down, we fake out to the downside, we come back up inside the level of structure. We consolidate again really bullishly. And we did say for ages that this area of structure here is going to be extremely important in the future to backtest. And you can see it's pretty much exactly what's been going on. We've come up, come down, chopped sideways, come back down, we wicked into this area here. We got the bounce like 4 or 5 times here. We rolled over again. We come into the range. We come down onto the 0.38 here, and we're getting a decent bounce here, as you can see, where basically, we've come down onto this level, and we have seen a bit of a pick me up, and it looks as though on the hourly time frame we're getting a lot of bullish divergences. So in our opinion, it probably seems likely that we've probably seen we've had this ABC correction. This is probably the bottom of it from what we can tell. Coming into this area of structure here, very strong support. We would be expecting a decent pickup, and you can see that's what seems to be happening. So would say short-term price predictions then, now that we've ascertained what's been going on here. We do think this is a black swan event, and we're probably not going to see that much lower price action. Remember that we're still in a bull market here. September's always rocky, but we do think October is going to be a pretty insane month for crypto in general. So we would imagine that we're probably going to see a bounce quite soon. But if we do see one last test of these lows, we'd probably expect the 0.38 here to hold at around $1.09, down to around that wick at around $1.07. And then now that we're starting to pick up to the upside, our first price target is obviously that 050-ish area at 130. In between this 125 and 130 area here would be our next price target to the upside. And then obviously we want to be getting back up towards the 618 at around 155 and then just marching on basically. And then now that we've got our retracement tool on here, we really do think $5 to $10 for Polygon is realistic by the end of the bull run, which is probably a 5 or a 10x from the current price. We do think this is likely considering, you know, just how much their ecosystem's fleshing out. And it's a top quality project. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below. And don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.